Hi folks, co-tutor here and my name is Anil Deshpande. Welcome to the next tutorial video in Kotlin. So assume that you have created a class called as order and it has instance variable called as order size, and typically you mention the size like mega, small, extra small, such kind of standard definitions of the coffee cup order sizes. Later point in time, somebody can change the order size from mega to extra large. Well, there is nothing wrong in changing it to extra large, but is it the valid size that you serve in your restaurant? So what I am trying to say is, if somebody tries to do this, that should be prevented, because these are the only valid sizes, that is mega, large, medium and small, and current mechanism that we have doesn't really help us because anybody can just introduce any new size and there is no type safety built into this particular thing that we are trying to do. So how do we enforce this type safety that only these four standard sizes are allowed in your application and nobody can use any random value like extra large? Well, the answer to this problem is enums. Let's try to understand how enums solve this particular problem through a demo. So let me create a class called as coffee cup size. It would be a enum type. Enum is the keyword that you use when you want to create a enum class, and then you basically decide what are the standard coffee cup sizes that you want to serve here. Say for example, let me start with mega, then say large, medium and then small. Let me create a class called as order, and order takes order size as the instance variable and the data type would be coffee cup size. So now I can create val my order and pass, say for example, coffee cup size large, and now if I print my order dot order size, it should basically print the order size large. Well, mega, large, medium and small, these are basically objects of type coffee cup size. So these are basically multiple instances of the coffee cup size, but specialty is you cannot use anything other than these when you assign the value. For example, I cannot say my order dot order size extra large. There is a type safety built into it. I cannot do that. So I can assign only these four values, and these enums have a built-in values. For example, order size dot name will print me the value of either mega, large, medium and small depending upon what you have assigned. For example, if I run this, it will basically print large. But if you are interested more in the positioning, then you have to use ordinal. If you run this, it will basically print 1. That is, this is 0th position and this is first position. So that is why it is going to print 1. And instead of large, if I make it say small and once again run it, now it is going to print me 3. That is, it is that enum's position in the order in which it has been declared when it was defined. And let's assume that you want to assign small means 100 ml, medium means 150, large means 180 and mega means probably 210 milliliters. Now how do we do that? You want to basically assign some kind of a value to these enums. Well, to do that I can just declare say instance variable called as quantity, which is of type integer, and then when you do these declarations for these enums, you can pass on the values. Now basically all these enums will also have this instance variable value assigned with that particular enum value. How to print it? Order size dot quantity, as if you were accessing an instance variable of that particular object. And now if I run this, it will print me 100. And if I change it to say mega, and if I once again run this, now the quantity would be whatever the value that mega means, that is 210. And not only that, you can even define some standard methods for these enums and make all the objects give the definition of that particular functionality. What do I mean by that? Let me declare abstract function called as getInfo, which returns say a string, and then what I can do is I can make this mega, large, medium, small, which are basically instances of the coffee cup size that has this abstract method defined here or declared here, implement them. So what I can do is override getInfo and what I will do is print ln. I will say you have ordered this dot name, that is going to print mega, and it contains this quantity ml of coffee. I think it is a compilation error. I need to return this. So let me do the same thing for other instances as well. So what now we have done is made all the instances of this coffee cup size to implement the get info functionality. That was an abstract functionality that was defined in the coffee cup size. So basically now if I go here and I will execute get info, it is going to print me a nice message that you have ordered mega and it contains 210 ml of coffee. And if I just change it to small, a relevant information would be basically be shown. Another biggest advantage of working with the enums is when you write your switch case, in case of Kotlin it's not switch, it's basically called as when. You don't have to define the default case or else case. Say for example, let's write when my order dot order size, and then say for example mega, I have some functionality implemented. So right now I am going to just, this is mega, this is what I am doing as of now. I can do it for all, and typically I would have then written a else case which is a default case. But now you can see that IDE basically giving me a suggestion that when is exhaustive, so else is redundant. So what it basically is saying is that there could be only 4 possibilities, that is mega, large, medium and small, and this else doesn't really mean anything, so you can just remove it. If you think that you need to enforce some kind of a type safety with your variables, just explore the possibility of making them as enums. It just makes your life a little bit more easy. So that's it about enums. I shall meet you in the next video with another topic. That brings us to the end of this particular video. Don't forget to like, comment, share the video and subscribe to the channel. Take care. Bye.